Day 52 of playing Last Defense Academy, 100 line defense. We're on day 78, so we're going to finish this route today and maybe get started on the alternative. Darumi has currently been taken over and is eaten by Red Storm. So it's kind of hard to figure out what we need to do. We got a special gift arriving. This morning I got up and went straight to the cafeteria. Chocolate chip okonomiyaki, huh? It's good. The way the sauce and chocolate bind the seafood together is really something. I knew you'd understand its appeal someday, Miss Amamiya. What can I say? I've started broadening my horizons. You're really making them a little too broad if you ask me. I feel like I can enjoy all kinds of stuff right now, like blood, meat, bring me meat. Darumi, you did that joke already. It's nice to have someone to share our recipes with. I'm still getting used to the sight of you eating real food. I know, right? I used to be all about that junk food and snacks and stuff, but now I'm more in the mood for blood, meat, bring me meat. So I'll grow you some immediately. Yo ho ho, better hurry, I might grow and eat you instead. What's the matter, Chikumi? You look worried. Well, does Darumi seem a little strange to you today? Huh? Strange? I mean, she eats real meals now and she eats a lot more. But that's because of Red Storm, right? Not like she could help it. Yeah, never mind. Forget I said anything. Maybe I am just overthinking all this. So what if she seems a little off to me? It's nothing worth getting worked up over. It's not, right? I figured a change of pace would help silence my doubts and decided to spend the rest of the day preparing for the next battle. Let's see if she has any new lines of dialogue. The war room species gotta have crazy specs to be so blazing fast. No loading time needed, even for the largest rogue. Interesting. You know, I'm currently playing this game with wireless headphones. They have noise canceling, and it feels weird. I will say it feels really weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't even think. Or if I leave something empty, it feels wrong. If there's just silence. Because there's no background noise. I can't hear anything. The only thing I hear right now is the game. Oh, what the fuck's wrong with you? Shoma, why do you look like that? Well, I was trying to do some strength training and suddenly my body got huge. I guess this is what they mean by pumping up, huh? This isn't just pumping up, your whole bone structure changed. I'm sorry, I was such an eyesore. And now I'm an even bigger one. It's back to normal. What's going on with his body? After spending some time together, you understand Shoma better now. Yeah, I'm just going to talk to everyone, see what happens. Build up some, what's it called? Mr. Samino, would you care to listen to me play some music? Build up some tags, the hashtags. Music, do you play an instrument? I can more or less play the ones around here, yes? I taught myself ages ago so I could land a job during street performances. You sure have a lot of skills. It's almost like you could do anything that might earn a living. The impoverished take on all kinds of work to survive. They end up being quite well-rounded. I'm Ima Sukumu, jack of all trades and master of plenty. Your experience unlocked the keyword, handy. Got some shut-in, folks. Another day's over. Well, nothing happened today. No obvious change in Darumi's condition either. I really must be worrying over nothing. I'm sure she's fine. Still trying to convince myself that nothing was wrong, I slowly drifted off to sleep. Day 79. Let's see if he was right. He was probably wrong. Up and after truth, time to rise and shine. Get ready for blah, 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 blah. Okay, time to get up. Yeah, I still can't shake off this uneasy feeling. We're getting closer and closer to day 100, and the only real threat left is Viexis. Darumi's integrating back into the group is just fine too. I should have nothing to worry about, so why? I need to use today to prepare myself for the next battle. That's really all I can do at this point. Come on, just look to Darumi and talk to her. Why are you being an idiot about it? You understand what you have to do. You have to just talk to Darumi and see if she is still herself. And if she's not taking over. Okay, Nozomi. Let's talk to you, shall we? No, that's alright. This will never work. Talk to Nozomi. Hey, Takumi, does the infirmary seem a little unhygienic to you? Not really, I don't see any dirt anywhere. Look closely, there's dust spilled up here, and hair over here. Sheesh, what kind of infirmary is this? They're supposed to be spotless. You really feel strongly about this. Is it that serious? I'm very particular about any place that claims to be an infirmary. I was frail as a little girl, so I had to go to one every day. She's right. Being forced to take part in her mom's experiments did a number on her body. Sick rooms kind of feel like home to me, so I just can't relax if I see even the smallest speck of dirt. Well, this can only mean one thing. Time to clean. I'm going to scrub every nook and cranny until it's pristine. Give me a hand, Takumi. Right. After that, Nozomi and I thoroughly cleaned the infirmary. It's time to get the hay. Go to bed, boys. That's another day gone. This is good, right? Everything's going like it should? Am I still worrying over nothing? I hope that's it, but I'm not so sure. The sooner Darumi can make the ruby tier and bring the others back, the better. When that happens, all my doubt will be put to rest, won't they? Somehow I wasn't convinced. I still felt restless, and I didn't get much sleep that night. Time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 80th day here. The announcement sounds cornier now than ever. When did that change? Oh, for humanity's great tomorrow, for our shining future, for the school, stand tall with your comrades and step up to the challenge of mankind's most difficult mission. I feel like I barely slept at all. This can't be good for me. I better get some breakfast. Maybe seeing everyone will cheer me up too. I left my room and trudged my way to the cafeteria. Ah, beautiful weather we're having. This is the perfect time for someone to show up dead and spark off a killing game. You're still saying that stuff? I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. More importantly, have you been testing your redstone body? Do you know what kind of things it can make now? Well, kind of. I think redstone is capable of creating pretty much anything. Anything? Redstone is kind of like it's kind of like a weird colony of cells that can rearrange themselves any way they want. It can consume anything, but also recreate it. It's like the devil on my shoulder whispering forbidden knowledge in my ear. Interesting way of putting it, but basically you know more now, right? If your understanding of how your body works is correct, perhaps the ruby tier isn't a substance totally unknown to us after all. Huh? Why do you say that? The revival-matic brings us back by stimulating our hemoanima, or rather our cryptoglobin. We're only beyond its help when we lose too much blood or we're dead so long that our power fades away. But redstone can really make anything. You think that's what the ruby tier is? Is that how redstone revives people, by restoring lost or dead cryptoglobin? It's just a theory, but it's possible at least. What do you think, Miss Amamiya? Do you feel like you can make some cryptoglobin? I have no idea. I know I said redstone can't create anything, but it doesn't always work like I want. Maybe if I kill someone and absorb theirs, I'll get the hang of it. Who wants to try? Murder ain't the way to test a theory. Anyways, I'll keep practicing and see what I can come up with. That's a good idea. Your power is no good to anyone if you can't control it properly. I'm worrying over nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Back in my room, I'm telling myself that over and over, but somehow that lingering doubt never seems to go away. I decided to focus on getting ready for the next battle for now. Anything to stop me from spending too much time in my own head. Free time. Yeah, she's a parasite. Kill her. Talk to Kako. What's the matter, Kako? Something on your mind? Yeah, I can't come up with any new or any good ideas. Ideas for what? I'm trying to figure out who I could kill and how if I were to... I'm trying to figure out who I would kill and how if I were to commit serial murders here. What? Are you planning on killing us? Of course not. It's for a novel. A novel? I'm thinking about writing a mystery novel set at the school, but I can't think of any neat twists. Maybe I should just make it a horror. Kako continued to talk to me about the plot of her novel. Experience unlocked the keyword horror. Whorehouse. Horror. Horror. Horror and horror are just a couple letters off, aren't they? Eva. Talk to Eva. Eva, what are you doing here? I was observing videos of Nago saved on this computer. You're watching videos of Nago? Why? I'm not entirely sure myself. I think of Nago often, and when I see him, I wish to hold him tightly and gently caress his head. Does she think of Nago as some kind of stuffed animal? Eva might be more drawn to cute stuff than I thought. Your experience unlocked the keyword. Cute. Get some shut-eye, soldiers. Another day without anything bad happening, and just 20 more to go. We still have to settle things with the Exodus, but it's finally starting to feel like the end is in sight. I just hope we can get that ruby tier and revive the others sooner rather than later. I want to make it to day 100 with everyone alive and well. Day 81. Apanatham troops time to rise to shine. Get ready for your 81st day. For humanity's great tomorrow, for our shining future, for the school. Stand tall with your comrades and step up to the challenger, mankind's most difficult mission. Glory to the Special Defense Unit, the hope of all mankind. Cheesy words like Takumi said earlier. Come to think of it, I haven't been to the library in a while. I should go and see how he's doing. I pulled some clothes on and hurried over to the library. So I guess he's naked, normally. Ah, Takumi, good morning. You're here already. More research, huh? Is there anything I can help you with? I'll do anything. Just say the word. Alright, can you open that book over there for me? Sure, no problem. At the Ghost Boy's direction, I began opening books that he thought may contain information on Retsdom. This one doesn't seem to have anything we could use. How about the last one? The one open on the desk there. No, there's nothing about revivals or Retsdom in that one either. With this many books, it could take us a while to find what we need. Try not to get discouraged. Let's just do what we can. Of course, I'll keep working on it in my free time too. Thanks, that'd be great. For now, though, I guess I should put away these books and open some new ones for you. Are you sure you could spare the time? Aren't there other things you need to do? Not really. Not that everyone knows about Darumi, I've got a lot more time on my hands. Even so, you should be careful not to overdo things. I could say the same to you. Creating this avatar on top of building up the Undying Flames. You sure you're not multitasking too much? You've given me the chance to help you in a new way. I don't want to waste it. Sometimes I forget, this guy wants to be our friend. Just wants to be our friend. Maybe now that things with Retsdom are settling down, I should spend more time with him when I get the chance. Oh shit, they feed Retsdom, the Undying Flame Boy. I spent the rest of the morning in the library working through old books and documents with the Ghost Boy. Yeah, that has to be what happens. It's time to hit the hay. Another day of fine work, soldiers. You've done well for each other and for humanity. Get some shut-eye and take care. Well then, good night. "19 days to go until then. We're getting closer. I came back in time to save Karua and my other friends too. In a sense, I failed that goal as soon as I let the team from the second campus die. I haven't learned anything new about Retsdom, and there's been no change in Darumi for a while. I'm starting to doubt she'll figure out how to make the Ruby tier in time for day 100. I'm not giving up though. Even if we have to wait until we're back on the satellite, I'll find a way to bring the others back. Darumi and I will do it together." I guess I should get up. It's been a pretty long time since our last defensive battle. There aren't any commanders left behind besides the Exodus, and she got put out of action by Darumi's poison attack. I wonder if she's recovered yet. Maybe the damage was so bad it will stop her from fighting permanently. No, that'd be too much to hope for. I better just make the most of the peaceful days I can. Make the most of the peaceful days while I still can. Sorry. I don't know, talking feels so weird still. Guess it's better on stream than in person. Okay, it's still dirty, we gotta clean up. I cleaned the infirmary with Nozomi after spending some time. You understand her better now. Let's go to the courtyard and talk to Shizuhara. Talk to Hiruko. Hiruko, what are you doing here? I was just daydreaming. I was imagining how cute it would be if I kept a lion in a cage like this. A lion? If I ever become rich in the future, I'd like to keep a few exotic animals in my yard. Bears, lions, cheetahs, bison. I'll tame these beasts of prey and send to my rightful place at the top of the food chain. I can't wait for the day my dreams come true. I need to keep building my savings. She wants a zoo in her yard? She's got the mindset of an eccentric celebrity. After spending some time together, you understand Hiruko better now. Wish list has been updated. Day 82 is done and done. It feels like the days have been going by faster now. Maybe it's because we're so close to the end now. Even so, I feel kind of uneasy. Almost like things aren't going to end as smoothly as we think. I should probably stop fretting over the worst case scenarios and just go to bed. Glory to the Special Defense Unit. Glory to mankind. That morning I didn't hang around and went straight to the cafeteria. Hiya! Whoa, you did. Something's kind of in your hand. It's so red. It doesn't look like blood, so maybe. Let me see. Oh, it's tomato juice. Damn, you didn't hesitate to taste it, huh? You tried to make cryptoglobin and got tomato juice instead. How does this process even work? I don't know either. Maybe you drink this juice, your cryptoglobin will get stronger? Wow, I never knew tomato juice was so powerful. Then again, there's a lot of ignorant little porphyrin like me doesn't know. But it's pretty tasty. Want some, Takumi? I think I'll pass. But you used to lap up my bodily fluids all the time. Lap up bodily fluids? Not like that. Anyways, how's everything going, Darum? If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Nah, I'm good. I really gotta do it myself at this point. It's all about getting a good handle on how my body works. Don't worry about me. Just try to forget I even exist. Okay, but don't overdo it, alright? It's frustrating not being able to help, but I guess Darumi's right. It's all on her own now. It's all up to her now. I left Darumi in the cafeteria and went to the library instead. I figured the ghost boy and I might be able to get some work done and help everyone that way. Actually, it was more because I was trying to escape the jittery feeling whenever I saw Darumi these days. Whenever I saw Darumi these days. Of course, I was too ashamed to admit it to anyone. Jittery feelings. Is that love or is that the other thing? Also, it's way too hot in my room. Like, I am already basically butt naked. I have my underwear on. It's fucking hot. Day 84. The end isn't far off now. Even if we can't revive the others by day 100, we can still take their bodies with us to do it on the artificial satellite, right? I hope we can wrap everything up before we leave, though. The longer this goes on, the more uneasy I feel. But I can't get distracted from our main goal here. I should use today to make sure we're ready for the next battle. Give me an order, Mr. Sumino. I cannot do anything unless I am ordered. What does it say? Eva. Hey Eva, why are you wearing a swimsuit? I was ordered to clean the poolside, so I was mopping in my swimsuit. Oh, thanks for doing that. What should I do next? I'm never sure what to do when I'm without orders. Right, since you're already dressed for it, why not take a swim in the pool? A swim every once in a while might be a nice change of pace. Understood, I will swim. After that, Eva disinterestedly circled the pool. Eva's expression was utterly apathetic as she moved through the water, but when she was done, she had a sunny look on her face. Looks like it really was a nice change of pace for her after all. Your experience unlocked the keyword, soothing. Free time. Okay, Eva, what are you doing in the courtyard? You in your cage? Nope. Give me an order, Mr. Sumino. I cannot do anything unless I am ordered. Give her an order. Hey, Eva, doesn't it feel nice to do nothing sometimes? Do nothing. It must wear you down to have to take orders 24/7. You should just do nothing today and take a relaxing break. Understood, I will do nothing. After that, Eva and I didn't exchange a single word. And we just leisurely enjoy the feeling of the sun. After spending some time together, you understand Eva better now. After another day's over, with no battles, crazy incidents, or significant progress, I can't get hung over these petty doubts. It's time to move forward. That is inside now. Whatever happens from now on, we just have to face it together. I'm gonna get some water.
Up and at the troops, time to rise and shine.
Sorry, filling up my bottle right now. Okay. Up and at the troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 60th. Glory to the Special Defense Unit. Glory to mankind. What should I do with myself today? The room seems to be fine on her own, so maybe I'll go to the library again. Finding out more about Red Sun might lead us to getting that ruby tier sooner after all. Got myself ready and headed out, ready for another day in the library. As I stepped out of my room, I met Nozomi coming the other way. She was carrying a huge stack of books. Oh, good morning, Takumi. Morning, Nozomi. What's with all the books? This is my way of helping Darumi. I thought maybe the things she can make are limited things she already knows about. So it's probably better to expand her knowledge base, right? I guess I don't ever think I saw her sit down to study, though. She could do it when she puts her mind to it, and I'll be there to help keep her motivated. I guess you'll want to concentrate on biology and how blood works and stuff like that then. Right, so she can figure out cryptoglobin more easily. Maybe I should go back and get some more medical texts. Are you going to the library? Want me to come with you? I was on my way there anyways. Of course. Maybe you can help me pick out some books for her. I can, but I don't know too much about medical stuff myself. Back home, I only ever studied when Kuruo was there to encourage me. Not that this version of her even remembers any of that. Would you like to go look together? Yeah, sure, I'd like that. We headed to the library, and after I helped Nozomi, I spent the rest of the day with the ghost boy. We worked hard, but failed to turn up any useful information. Oh my fucking god. You know, I can't squat. Or Asian squat, I mean. Up and out the troops, time to rise and shine. Okay, whatever, I don't care. But like, I can't Asian squat. I don't know why. Probably just not flexible enough. More than again, I wonder if Darumi's made any progress. It's been a while since I've heard from her, so maybe I'll go and see how she's doing. But yeah, I can't do the squats, so I just cracked my joints there. I decided to visit Darumi in her room and stepped out of my door. And it took a morning. I didn't need to go far as Darumi's room. She was right there when I got outside. Even with this redstone body, I'm still not a morning person. The thought of facing another day is just way too depressing. But hey, if I pulled up some freaky transformation and attacked everyone, just imagine all the carnage and betrayal. You recorded for posterity. We could sell it later and make a ton of dough. Except there'd be no one left alive to sell it to. That kind of sucked, right? Darumi's just you and me here, you know? Oh yeah, I guess. What can I say? I felt like sleeping in today. Why are you talking like that around me? I thought we agreed you didn't have to put on an act around me. An act? Come on, you don't remember? Yo ho ho, I have no idea what you're talking about, Takumi. Anyways, I want to get some breakfast. See you in the cafeteria. Yeah, I'll see you there. I did go to the cafeteria eventually. I ate a quick breakfast alone in the corner and went straight back to my room afterwards. There's a lot going on here. I need to get my thoughts in order. I can't let our training and team building fall to the wayside, though. Not when VX is still out there. We need to be ready for her when she comes for us. Motherfucker, you just saw her acting like that. You're going to really tell me that you don't care. Talk to Kako. I want to write a horror novel set at the school, but I can't come up with any good ideas. Kako and I put our head together to come up with a plot for her horror novel. After spending some time together, you understand Kako better now. The report card's wish list has been updated. She's looking at pictures of Nago again. Yeah, she likes Nago. The nighttime announcement played and I got in bed. There were still plenty of questions and concerns bubbling inside my head, but I knew there was nothing I could do about them for now. What do you mean there's nothing? Without even meaning to, I switched off and fell asleep. Up and after troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 87th day back to service here at Last Defense Academy. For humanity's great tomorrow, for our shining future, for the school. Stand tall with your comrades and step up to the challenge of mankind's most difficult mission. Glory to the Special Defense Unit. Glory to mankind. Is the girl who's calling herself Darumi really Darumi? I mean, it should be obvious. Who else could she be? But the Darumi I knew was the secretly compassionate person. She only acted the part of a crazy, no boundaries airhead to keep the others at a distance. She hardly ever let us show, but she cared about us, and she cared about us all very deeply. So why is she so different now? Who is this new Darumi? I believed in her up until now, but I'm starting to wonder. Okay, I just skipped through a bunch of dialogue that probably wasn't important, but I'll go back and read. Oh, okay, never mind. The alarm is a VX. There's only one way to find out. I better get to the war room. Okay, everyone's here. Good luck out there, everyone. I'll be right here watching you. You all get to go wild and kill to your heart's content. I'm Toad's Jelly. If you want to do it so bad, why don't you switch with me? Sorry, I can't use Hemo Animo anymore. Yo-ho, I don't know if that's a death flag or a survival flag. Guess we'll have fun finding out. So, do we have to fight VX this time, or is it another no commander deal? Who knows? If she does show up, it could mean big trouble for all of us. Don't worry about it. You guys got this. And if it does look like you're going to die, I've recorded the whole thing. You can never have enough snuff. Yo-ho-ho, please don't joke about this stuff now. When it happens, we'll have to give it our all. I'm sure we can find a way to win. Yeah, we'll make it through somehow. If we fall here, it'll all be over, and the others will be gone forever. I won't let everything we've done be for nothing. Let's do it, everyone. Defensive battle initiate. Defensive battle initiate. No sign of VXs so far. What, she's too tricky to fight us now? Or maybe Darumi's poison hurt her even more than we thought. Or she finds me so disgusted that she can't even bring herself to share the same battlefield with me. The battle is beginning. Feel free to use me as your shield if you are in danger. Skip the battle. Let's go. Alright, that's it then. Let's head back and celebrate with some sweet and sour, salty, bitter, umami cuisine. Can't we just have something sweet and call it a day? Wait, everyone, look. Huh? Oh, it's Dalexia. This commander looks familiar. Yeah, he looks a lot like the first one we fought, doesn't he? Wait, I thought there weren't any more commanders besides the Excellence. You've been lying to us again, Takumi? What? I know, I've never seen this guy either before. Now that he's here, we have no choice but to fight him. Get ready, everyone. Yes, all invaders must die. So this is it then. I see. I think I got the gist of what you're all about. You fear death, you fight to survive, and nothing more. Hey man, what's your problem? We ain't done with you yet. There's no battle, and I have no desire to indulge those tantrums like children. So you're just leaving? For now, I can't ignore your presence here forever. We'll settle things another time. Until then, strain your resolve. Be prepared to kill, not just for your own survival, but for a cause you believe in. If you cannot do that, you stand no chance against a real warrior. With that, Dalexia, the final commander, calmly turned his back on us and walked away. He passed through the wall of undying flames without even slowing down. We made our way back to the war room, where Darumbi was waiting for us. Yo ho ho! Who thought there was a commander? There was still a commander out there, and a crazy strong one like that. We're really screwed now, huh? Might as well kill each other before he comes back. Knock it off, Darumi. There's no time for jokes. There's no use complaining now. You know what a weirdo she is. My commander said he'd be back. We need to start making plans for next time. If our next battle is anything like this one, I don't think we can win. Yeah, it was like her attacks didn't affect him at all. Can we at least take the rest of today off? I want to allow my dear sister to fall asleep with her head resting in my lap. Knock it off. I don't want that. I guess you're right. Let's rest up and talk more about this later. Our 12th defensive battle had come to an end. The school was still standing and we were still alive, but the mood was far from triumphant. Up and after troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 88th day of active service here. Glory to the Special Defense Unit. Glory to mankind. Jotsu. Morning already? I can't keep putting this off. I need to talk things out with Darumi, not just for my sake, but for hers too. I guess my first stop today is her room then. Feeling determined or maybe just desperate, I stepped out of the door and headed to Darumi's room. Better ring the bell first. The door didn't open, but I heard Darumi's voice coming from the other side. Yon, who dares disturb my slumber? Darumi, are you awake? Do you have time to talk? Oh, it's you, Takumi. Morning. Is there a reason you're not opening the door? Are you okay in there? I'm basically fine, but if you saw me right now, you probably wouldn't like it. What's that supposed to mean? Did something happen to you? The door's not locked. You can take a look if you want. I don't mind. Oh, okay, well, here I go. I opened the door and was immediately confronted with a sight that almost made my heart stop. What the? In the middle of Darumi's room was something I can only describe as a giant lump of flesh. It filled the room completely and had an odd texture that seemed familiar. Could it be Red Sum? Darumi, is that you? Yo ho ho, it's your girl, Darumi. What's going on? What's this? Are you okay? Yeah, totally fine. This isn't like a bad sign or anything. I just changed my body a little bit so I could better take advantage of Red Sum's abilities. I could see Darumi's voice. Her voice just seemed to emanate from the grotesque mass on the floor. She sounded the same as ever, which only made it all the more unsettling. Now that I'm in this room, I think I might actually be able to come up with that ruby tear thing. Really, you can make the tear, but what about you? Are you sure you're alright? I told you I'm fine. In fact, my specs have been upgraded. I actually feel a lot better. Plus, I could roll over onto people and absorb them like some kind of monster movie blog. Don't joke about that stuff. I don't even want to think about it. Anyways, I figure I'll have the ruby tears soon enough. So just sit tight until then, okay? I can't really move from here, and I'm pretty sure I won't be able to talk anymore either. What? But I'll get better after a little while. It's nothing to worry about. Anyways, good night. Darumi fell silent as if she dipped into a deep slumber. Nothing to worry about, huh? Of course I'm going to worry. I haven't stopped worrying since she took my place to fuse with Red Sun. Darumi, the door is closed now. But I can still imagine that blob-like mass behind it. Darumi no longer looked remotely human, and her personality started to drift from the Darumi I knew. The question I asked myself before seemed more pertinent than ever now. Was that really Darumi in there? And whoever she was, could I keep trusting her? For now, I better go tell the others about this. Glory to the Special Defense Unit, glory to mankind. After everyone had a chance to see the room for themselves, we decided to meet up in the cafeteria to discuss things further. That certainly was a drastic transformation. She really is turning into some kind of monster, huh? This is so crazy. I tried talking to her, but she didn't respond, not a single word. You think she's sleeping, maybe? She says she'd be fine in a little while, but who knows how long that actually is. It's unfortunate that had to happen now. I want to discuss our strategy for the next battle with her. You mean against the Dalexia guy? Yes, I thought perhaps Arumi could make some kind of poison that would pierce his defenses. He's like a super upgraded version of me. It really brings home how completely useless I am in the grand scheme of things. Well, it can't be helped. We'll have to get by without her help. Actually, I got Arumi to make us some more of the poison she already used on Vexus. I got some sealed up in a protective capsule. You do? That's amazing. I got the idea right after the last battle. I thought it'd be a good idea to have some on hand in case of emergencies. Nice of her to whip it up for us before she turned into that. Darn me. I was thinking of using it to make some kind of poison gas trap. A trap. They were more of Kurura's thing, but I figured I'd give it a shot in her place. I see. Okay, let's go with that. The rest of us will train as much as we can in the meantime. Somehow I don't think it will do us any good. We still have to try. We've come this far. We can't give up now. That's right. We still have to try. We have to do everything we can while we still can. And the meeting ended, and we all set to work, preparing ourselves for the next battle in our own ways. Let's talk to Eva. Let's remember, rock and roll. That's what's going on. Eva, what's going on? You never acted like this. Skaku ordered me to talk more like a rock star. After spending some time together, you understand her better now. Yeah, we've seen that one before already. Shizuhara. Hiruko Shizuhara. Okay, daydreaming about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's time to hit the hay. Another fine day of work, soldiers. You've done well for each other and for humanity. Get some shut-eye and take care. Well then, good night. Day 90. Early that morning, Takamaru suddenly called me to the courtyard. Good morning, Takumi. You're late, Takumi. Sorry, what are we doing here, though? Yeah, why do you get me out of bed? It's so early and it's all the guys here. Isn't it obvious we're going to train for the next battle? Training right now? Even when we fight with Himo Anima, it all comes down to stamina in the end. And we never know when that old is going to come back, so we got to beef ourselves up while we still can. Right, I'm in. No thanks. So why is it only guys here? What, you stupid or something? We gotta be stronger so we can protect the girls. That's why you only invited the boys? Speaking of which, where's Ima? I tried to drag him along, but he switched himself with the teddy bear one and wasn't looking. He'd make a great magician. If Ima's not doing this, your whole boys protect girl thing's premise falls apart, right? Let's call the whole thing off. This ain't no time to chicken out, Gaku. I don't know if it will help us get through the next battle even a little easier. It's worth a try. You're on his side? You've got to be kidding me. No more whining. Let's get started. Right. I'm ready to train until I puke. No guts, no glory. Why me? And so I ended up spending a day of intense physical training with my male teammates. It wasn't easy, but it did help clear my mind. The only thing left me feeling weirdly refreshed and fulfilled afterwards. Good morning, troops. Time to rise and shine. I haven't spoken to Darumi since her most recent transformation, so I decided to go into her room and check on her. Hello, Darumi? No response. Maybe she's still asleep. No forcing her to get up. In fact, I'm not even sure how I'd wake her up the way she is now. Guess I'll do more research in the library. I haven't helped him out for a couple of days now. I don't think my body could handle Takamaru's training regime for another day either. We'd probably be in a less desperate situation if the others from second to last Defense Academy were here with us. I know second guessing my decisions won't do any goods, but sometimes I can't help wondering what might have been. I shook my head in an effort to clear my thoughts and headed for the library. Yeah, I'd feel bad leaving you to do this all alone. Have you made any progress? Not great, but I don't want to complain when there's more I can do. Don't push yourself too hard. Your safety is still our main concern. I know, I just want to feel like I'm a real part of this team right up until then. Thank you. I really am grateful for everything you've done for us. You don't have to go all formal on me. Anyways, we don't have a lot of time left, and we should try to get through the rest of these books. Sure thing, just tell me what to do. We spent the rest of the day doing as much research as we could, but just like before, we didn't find any new information about the revival of Red Storm or the Ruby Tear. Is my voice vibrating? Because I am fucking shaking my leg right now. I am shaking my leg a lot. I'm like fidgeting on it. I feel like my voice is probably shaking. I've been active troops, type of rise and shine. The goal is running from the old humanity is. I don't really care. Dude, 92, just 8 more days until our final day here. It's looking more and more like we won't get the ruby tier in time. But even if that happens, I won't give up on reviving everyone. And to do that, the rest of us need to survive. No more. Now more than ever, we really can't afford to lose. All right, I'm all fired up now. I jumped out of bed. I need to work off some of this nervous energy, and I needed the place to do it. All right, guys, let's put some spirit into it today. No guts, no glory. I'm up for that, but why is Eva here too? I was ordered to detain Mistress Sukumu. I can't believe I let you catch me. You're persistent. I'll give you that. You need to start taking this serious, man. Dalexia said we got to strengthen our resolve before we fight him again, right? He could tell we weren't putting our hearts into it. We need more spirit, more determination, more guts. Right, I'll train as hard to be the gustiest piece of human garbage I can be. Alright, there's no finding this. Is there? Fine, I'll do it. I suppose I'll participate too. If this helps me protect my dear sister, I'll gladly suffer through it. That's more like it. If you're going to train, you have to deal with everything you got. Okay, let's do this. I spent another day in the schoolyard with the other guys, training both our bodies and our spirits. It started before the morning announcements, probably as soon as the sun rose. Intruder alert. I left out of bed, awakened by the sudden blaring of the alarm. That's how I woke up today. But it wasn't, you know, a regular phone alarm either. It was, I got paged for work. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Defense mode initiated. Dalexia, he's finally here. This is it. Time for our showdown. I immediately flew out of my room and ran as fast as I could to the war room. Good, everyone's here. It's time to settle this. I'm very happy to get another chance to kill invaders. Is it Dalexia? Is he back? Yeah, we saw him on the monitor just now. Let's say we show him just how strong our resolve is now. Forget resolve. How did your trap turn out, Nozomi? I managed to figure it out, but I was only able to make one, so we'll only get one chance at this. Here's the device. You put it on the ground like a regular landmine. When an enemy comes into range, it'll trip the sensors and activate automatically. I'm going to find a place to set it up. Once it's in place, I'll need you to lure Dalexia over it. And when it goes off, he'll inhale the poison. If that weakens him, we might actually finally be able to land some attacks. But considering how strong he is, it's still going to be a tough beating. It's going to be tough beating him, even if this works. If things get really bad, I'll sacrifice myself to get him into the right position. Unless you think he'll literally be repulsed by me and go the other way instead. Is Rumi still the same as before? Has she started talking again yet? No, still no change. We still have to fight. It's the only way for us, not to mention all of humanity, to survive. Sorry, but that's not going to cut it anymore. Huh? That voice. The commander told you to strengthen your resolve, didn't he? Once the hero is in the will to survive, but the determination to kill your opponents. You need to be ruthless enough to strike down anyone who stands in your way. You know, how can you be here? I thought you couldn't be brought back anymore. That's right, someone you thought who couldn't be revived is suddenly alive again. And there's only one explanation for that. You mean the ruby tier? The ruby tier that Redstone makes? Darumi actually figured it out? I'm here again thanks to Darumi, that much is true, but I don't have time to explain. I'll go into the details after we win the battle. For now, I suggest we get on the battlefield and fight. Yeah, I guess you're right, but you better tell us everything when this is over. That's actually crazy. Ato's back. Now let us begin. Show me your resolve. Nozomi, you have to take the lead here. Right, I won't let you down. We'll cover you when you get the job done. Let's do this, guys. Color palette change looking ass. What? Poison? It worked. We did it. There's still gasoline around him, so we should probably focus on the enemies first. Understood. The main event will have to wait. Incredible. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. I'm impressed. Using any and all means to secure victory is what war is all about. And this is a battle for the survival of our respective species. We must do whatever it takes. The survival of our species. You haven't killed me yet, though. Come on, let's finish it. This will be our final showdown. Only the victor will survive. New enemy approaching. Annihilate the enemy boss. I will not yield, I will not run. To die on the battlefield is the fate of all true warriors. You win. Looks like you're finally getting what you wanted. You'll die in battle. If that's the kind of death you want, I'll gladly give it to you. So I've lost. My life has finally reached its end. But if it's you I feel sorry for, so young, yet you are weapons that exist to kill and nothing more. Weapons. None of us want your pity, old man. The battle's over. It's time for you to die. Damn, Ado's stronger now. Another successful battle for the books. What a relief. Why do you go and finish him off on your own? Are you even the real Ado? But you might not spoon that putrid spittle when you speak in the nails on chalkboard voice of yours. Yeah, he's the real Ado, right? Of course I am. Anyone could see that. So Miss Amamiya really did create a ruby tear and use it to bring you back, Miss Shatsuki. So it seems only one, though. She's still in her giant fleshy form right now. She says she'll need some time to make enough tears for the others. The first one she made all went to revive me, so we're going to have to wait, huh? This proves the ruby tier works, right? It means we can bring the others back too. I'll finally be able to see them again. I will, won't I? You could definitely use the extra manpower. Our final battle with VXs can't be far away now. You got handed to you, Ado. You came back right when we needed you. Never thought I'd see the day when you'd be complimenting me, Takamaru. We finally have hope. It's all thanks to Darumi. Takumi, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, nothing. You're right. This is great. We'll be able to bring everyone back and win the war together. Things are really looking up for us now. With the battle over, we all heaved one big collective sigh of relief. Exhausted from a long, hard fight, everyone went back to their rooms to rest, but not me. There was something I needed to check on first, and once I had done it, I needed to have a conversation with the person responsible for all of this. I have to go to Darumi's room. She's not going to brush me off this time. Darumi, I'm coming in. Hey, Takumi, it's been a while. You've gone back to your human form, huh? Well, technically, it's more like I could switch back to this whenever I want now. That's a huge step forward. You're incredible, Darumi. You're here too, Ado. Good, that makes things easier. So what's so urgent you had to sneak into my room in the dead of night? If you want more ruby tears, it's going to take a while. I've got the thing of how to make them now, but actually doing it is harder than you might think. Or do you want to talk to your darling Darumi again that much? Or maybe you just want to do more of the talk. I don't mind if it's you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want. Is that a no? Do you want to know more about how I brought Ado back then? Brought Ado back? Of course you did. I'm right here, aren't I? In that case, why is your body still in your grave in the schoolyard? After battle, I went to check on your body. Even the damage decomposition, I could still tell it was you. If you really used the ruby tear on him, Ado would have come back to life and got out of his grave. Ado Atsuki is here in front of me, but his body is still in the ground. How exactly is that possible? What's going on here? Did it never seem weird to you, Takumi? Red Sam can both eat and create anything he wants. If something that powerful really existed, don't you think the planet would be overrun with him? Are you trying to tell me you can't do that? Red Sam never had that kind of ability? No, that part is true. I brought Ado back, didn't I? The reason there are no Red Sam left is probably because they all killed themselves. They killed themselves. Red Sam devours everything, even the memories of things it eats. At its core, it doesn't have a will or consciousness of its own. It just consumes anything it can and constructs an identity around their memories. If it eats a bird, it flies in the air. If it eats a dog, it runs on the ground. And if it eats a person, it walks and talks like a person. But sooner or later, it learns the truth and takes its own life. Its prey memories always end up the same way, with a dark shadow bearing down on them. When a Red Sam realizes what it really is, it's overcome with despair and chooses death. You mean? Red Sam absorbs everything into itself, even memories. So who needs a ruby tear? By eating just a tiny bit of Ado's body, I got all the memories into the bargain. Then I used my Red Sam powers to transform part of my body and put those memories into it. And here I am, alive again. No way. New body with all the same memories copied into it. Did that really count as bringing someone back to life? And did the perfect copy still count as the same person? We could just revive the original bodies with the ruby tear, but it's so much faster to make new ones. We're on time crunch here, right? You want to bring the others back as soon as possible, maybe, but... Actually, I'm glad you came when you did. I wanted to ask your advice on this. I figured, what if I absorb you all right now? What? You mean? I would say absorb you. I could use my Red Sam powers to recreate you right after. You'll still have all the same memories and personalities. You won't even notice any difference. But you'll be stronger than before, and I'll have a backup of your memories in case of emergencies. If you ever get in a situation where the revival medic won't work on you, I can bring you back instead. This just like Mickey number 8, right? Mickey 8? Mickey 17. Yeah, that's just Mickey 17. I could actually create multiple copies of you, but even I think that'd be going too far. You'd probably just end up killing each other over who was real and who was a copy. Don't worry, Takumi. Getting absorbed doesn't hurt at all. You won't feel a thing. You can bring back the other team and make sure everyone survives. And then, isn't that what you've been working towards all this time? You won't find a better way than this. I don't think. Please, Takumi, I can't do this without you. Let's bring back everyone and make it to day 100 where no one has to die. I'm doing it for you, know? All the pain, all the weird transformations, it's all been for you. Takumi reached her hand towards me. Perfect copies inside and out. Everyone's alive again. It really did sound like a great deal, but was it okay for us to do this? Wasn't it cheating somehow? I didn't know. I had to make a decision. I had no idea what was right or wrong. Maybe I should think about this another way. Is who I'm talking to really Darumi, the same Darumi I know and trust? Okay, bad and first. You know the drill. Accept Darumi's offer? Yes. Alright, I'm going to trust you. If you really can bring everyone back and guarantee that we'll survive, then I'll accept you just the way you are. This is what I've been fighting for after all. It's the reason I allowed you to become like this. I won't abandon you now that the end is sight. I'm here for you, Darumi. Thank you. Now take my hand, yes. I'm really glad you chose me, Takumi. No one has ever accepted me or put me first before. If anyone's going to change it, I wanted to be you. Thinking about you is what gave me strength to keep fighting. That's what I remember feeling anyways. I took one last breath and reached out for Darumi's hand, or rather Retsom's tentacle. When we touched, I felt as if my entire sense of self was being drawn into something greater. That's where my consciousness and my existence as I knew it came to an end. Oh, great. Everyone's here. This will be your final battle. Get through this and humanity will have won the war. The enemy will be stronger than ever, so give it your all. Don't worry, those bastards shall become rust on the holy Jumanji sword's blade. Someone must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary because I don't know what the meaning of the word failure. Just who do you think you're talking to? The battle will be a clinch for the Kura Osuzuki, Skion of the proud Osuzuki clan. This is it then, the final showdown. Hopefully the last time I'll have to kill someone unwillingly. Our long fight is finally coming to an end. It almost feels anticlimactic. It can't end soon enough if you ask me. I'm tired of being forced to fight for humanity's filthy ambitions. I only hope I'll be free of that duty soon. Even a piece of trash like me has people waiting for him. I can't wait to see Leo again. We made it this far, and we just have to finish it. Oh man, the girls are going to be all over me when this is over. And I'm going to retire to a farm in the middle of nowhere to live in peace with my dear sister. Don't get ahead of yourselves, everyone. We haven't won yet. We're totally going to, though. I'm so fired up, nothing's going to stop me. It's been an honor to fight this alongside all of you. Now, let's kill invaders together one last time. Don't hype it up too much. It's making me nervous. Once the Exodus shows up, I'll take the lead. I've got another poison gas trap primed and ready. Let's win this and go home together. You bet we will. I see, so that's the choice you made, Takumi. It is. That's what I remember anyways. Alright, well, I'll support you to the very end. When this is all said and done, I'm still your friend. You ready, Takumi? Yeah, let's do it, everyone. For the last time, defensive battle initiate. Let's see if anything is different. Nope, nothing's different. But it is nice to see that everyone's technically dead. Everyone's dead. That's just a fact. The Exodus doesn't seem to have arrived yet. Trying to wear us down with her minions. Classic evil overlord move. What say we draw her out, Takumi? Sounds good. Let's take out the small fry, everyone. Yeah, Moko Mania is really running wild now. These freaks are so insolent. It's time they learn some respect. At this rate, even the final boss will pose no threat. Perchance the sunlight is damaging their wicked souls. There's no time to kid around. Looks like we got company. You're right, there she is. We all look to where Moko is pointing. The Supreme Commander was calmly walking towards us as if she owned the place. Then she stopped right in front of us as we all stood on guard. Last time we met, you all had the gall to attack me with poison and allow me to pay you back for that. But wait, why are the soldiers I killed back among you? It's weird. I wonder if you can figure it out. Impudent invaders, you use one of our planet's forbidden techniques, didn't you? This is how much you have to take from us before you're satisfied. That power belongs to me. Oh, she's really mad about this. Then it's time to use my power. You. I promise to support you to the very end, no matter what decision you made. Now do it. Use my power. I saved up extra, specifically for times like this. You really think you can kill me? The ones dying today are you. The Ghost Warrior's undying flame attack comes first. We'll weaken VX's with energy he stored up. I thought this was going to be like the Parasite route, where, you know, everyone just bum rushes her. And she's just like, I killed you. Why aren't you dying? And then everyone goes nano machines, and then we win. First of all, my lungs, my whole body feels tainted. It's like it's being eaten away. Is that poison again? Nice job, Nozomi. You weakened her even more. Onwards, friends. Our victory is practically assured now. This is the final push. Give it everything you got, guys. Annihilate the enemy boss. You know the drill. Give it up, VXS, we won. Huh, how could I be defeated? I am superior. Is it the power of that bizarre arm? What kind of insane power did you get your hands on? Sorry, but you don't need to know that. Now it's time for me to absorb you too. What? What are you doing? Get away. What's going on? This is no mere absorption ability. You're going to become one of us now. No, stop. Stay away. Get out of my body. Sush. There's nothing to be afraid of. Everything will be okay. I promise. Just relax and let it happen. No. Day 100. Good morning, Takumi. Huh? When did I fall asleep? You must have been really tired. You've been working so hard. You've experienced so much death and despair, but you've overcome it all to end up here. I know how hard it's been for you. I am you now, after all. Yeah, of course. But you don't have to carry that burden anymore. I'm going to take everything and everyone into myself. Once I do that, there will be no more war, no more fighting. We could all live in peace, free from the fear of death. Is that your new goal? All the beings on the artificial side, all the living beings I can find. I'll absorb them all, along with the memories. We'll all become one. No one will ever have to die. No more grief and painful goodbyes. You won't have to suffer anymore either. That does sound good, but are you sure you can handle it? Don't worry, I'm not about to kill myself. I wanted to die a ton of times throughout my life, but never gone through with it. I guess that's part of the reason why I was so compatible with Retsnom. I really was the perfect host for it. Huh, guess it's settled then. That's right, you don't have to worry about a thing. I'll make you happy, Takumi. I'll make everyone happy. I'll take all your pain away, create a new world just for us. Thank you, Darumi. Come on, it's time to go. The others are waiting for us at the escape pod. They're all there. They're just waiting on you and me. Great. I'm so glad we all get to go back together. We're finally going to leave this place. We're going to leave it all behind. All the fighting, pain, and sorrow. No more life or death decisions. No more death. Congratulations, Takumi. You finally got your happy ending. From now on, we'll never have to be apart. And we'll keep everyone safe from all the bad things in the world. I love you, Takumi. Now let's both be happy together forever. Objectively, that's still a bad ending. That's some route. We are one. We are Retsnom. We are Legion. It's still a bad ending because, you know, technically they're all dead. No, don't accept her offer. Tell me something. Who are you? Oh, what are you talking about, Takumi? I'm Darumi. I'm Amiya, obviously. Is my makeup so bad today that you don't recognize me? Wow, this is depressing as all hell. Give it a rest, Darumi. I know you're not the same person I knew and trusted to do the right thing. You can keep using her name if you want, but it's not going to make me trust you anymore. You're being awfully ungrateful, aren't you? You're the reason this happened to Darumi in the first place. I know, but I just can't do it. I can't let you do this. I won't join you. That's how it is, huh? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I turned around and left to go back to my own room. I was half expecting one of them to attack me while my back was turned, but they didn't lash out. They didn't try to stop me. They just let me walk away. Next morning, we all got together in the cafeteria, minus Darumi and Ado. I told everyone about what happened last night, so that's how Ado came back and why Darumi's been changing so much. And now she wants to absorb all of us too. Quite the predicament. I refrained from saying, I told you so. I'm sorry I had to come to this, so we won't be able to revive the others after all. I'm not saying we should let Darumi absorb us, but we've gone this far. Couldn't we at least bring back Nozomi's friends too? Don't be an idiot. We're talking about absorbing corpses and making new bodies with all the same memories. That wouldn't be the same people, just copies. No matter how much she misses them, Nozomi's not going to want her friends back if they're not real. Without another word, Nozomi turned and ran out of the cafeteria. Nozomi, we should probably give her some space. It's not our place to tell her how to feel. I feel bad for even bringing it up. I'm sorry. Someone as insensitive as me shouldn't be allowed to live. So what do we do now about Retsam, I mean? You basically need a plan to kill it, right? Big brother dearest. Sorry, sister dearest, but so long as that monster is in the school, I can't guarantee your safety. It's our enemy, plain and simple. You're right. The only thing we can do now is kill it. Kill Darumi, but she's our friend. The thing isn't Darumi anymore. It's just wet stomp wearing her skin. And sooner or later, it will try to absorb it. It's in its nature. We need a way to stop it. I agree, but it's not going to be easy. We're dealing with a monster that can consume and create anything it wants. Fighting it head on will only guarantee our destruction. I'm assuming you have some kind of plan. That's not much, but it's all I've been able to think of. Nozomi's group, Darumi, become a monster. The whole situation, it's all because of me. I have to take responsibility and this. Just leave it all to me. I spent the rest of the day getting everything ready for my plan and waiting for night to fall. Once it was good and dark, I figured it was time to go to Darumi's room. I have to go to Darumi's room. I have to end this. Darumi, you're awake in there, right? I'm coming in. Huh? What's up, Takumi? I thought you didn't want to be friends anymore. You decided to join me after all, huh? Not great at making decisions, are you? But I guess that's nothing new. I'm glad. It was hard watching you discard Darumi after everything she's done for you. I'm sorry, Darumi. That's fine, I forgive you. But I can't stay and talk anymore. Huh? I came to stop you. I won't let you absorb me or the others. And how do you propose to do that? You don't seriously believe you can defeat us on your own, can you? The way we are now, even the whole team couldn't take us down. Well, I'm not alone. I brought a friend. Are you sure about this, Takumi? I am. This is how I'll take responsibility and keep everyone safe. Undying Flameboy, what are you doing here? You're following the plan then. Yes, do it. Next moment. Are you ready, Takumi? I want to give you the last bit of power to you. I'm ready. Takumi, what are you doing? These flames destroy any and all living matter. That includes me and you. Even with the Retsam powers, you're not immune to this. But why would you set your arm on fire? Well, do you want them to burn you up as well? I couldn't make anyone else do this. It's between me and Darumi. Here I come, Darumi. This is then. You and I will both die here. I threw myself at Darumi, the undying flames spread to envelop both of us, eating away at every cell in our bodies. Now that was here, I felt strangely calm. I should have died that day when I decided to revive Retsam inside me anyways. Since then, I've been on borrowed time. I should have been the one to have my body consumed from the inside until the creature replaced me completely. Darumi wanted to spare me that fate, so she'd take my place. That was the only reason I survived until now. So I wasn't afraid to die. No. What I felt most in my final moments was a deep sense of gratitude towards Darumi and regret that things couldn't have turned out differently. I mean, that's just a bad end then. Like, VX just wins. Huh? I'm alive? Last thing I remember is Darumi and I burning to death in the undying flames. Takumi, you're finally awake. Takumi, you're alright. Yeah, why am I still here? That's what we wanted you to tell us. Back on day 94, there was a huge fire on the roof, and we went to check it out. We found Darumi and Ado burned to death, and half of you. Half of me? The undying flames had already burned up most of your body. What was left of you was just lying there on the floor. It was quite the gruesome sight. So you're saying there was still enough of me for the revival manic to bring me back? Wait, if that's how it was, I would have been revived right away, and the announcement just said it was day 100. Maybe it's because you were killed by the undying flames, but the revival manic didn't work on you anymore. Huh? We tried calling the undying flame boy, but he also stopped appearing. Yeah, he used up all his power to help me, then why am I still alive? We found this on the ground besides you. Huh? No way, is that what I think it is? We thought so too, so we put it in your body and it sank into it. And after a few days, the revival magic was able to bring you back the rest of the way. In other words, this is a ruby tear. Ruby tear, did Darumi make this? But why? I rejected Darumi and tried to kill her. After all that, why would she do that for me? Wait, never mind this. Is it really day 100? What about the final boss? What about the invaders and VXs? That's right, you don't have to worry about any of that. What? It wasn't exactly a total victory, but we got the enemy to back off at least. Mostly it was thanks to the revived team from the other academy. Revived? I repeated the word in a dull, flat tone, but then the door opened and I understood. Yo, you're really awake again. So you're Sir Takumi, the one we owe our lives. We heard you were working hard all this time to revive us. You did pretty well for a filthy peasant. Dying and coming back right before the final battle, though. Talk about a rude awakening. Moko, Kiyoshika, Kurura, Yugamut. So then, that's right, we took the tier back to second to last defense academy and used it on them too. And the rival Mac did the rest. Thank you so much, Takumi. We never would have been able to bring them back if it wasn't for you. I didn't do anything special. Hey, there's no time to be modest. You took the ruby tier from Darumi, didn't you? And you're the ones who found out how to revive us in the first place, right? We're so grateful for everything you've done. No, I really didn't. The words stuck in my throat, and before I could go on, another announcement started playing over their PSA. The most important moment of this operation was soon begin. Let's Defense Academy will now transition into attack mode. It seems the time has come. I'm sure you all must still have a lot of questions. But you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to save them now. We can talk all you want once we're safely out there. We should go. We already checked the school. We are in the escape pod is already there. It'll be no laughing matter if we miss it. Come on, Takumi. Right. Without any further discussion, everyone filed out of the room. Are you okay, Takumi? You seem a little off. What exactly happened between you and Darumi that day? I really don't know. I only knew that I should have died, but somehow I had survived. Darumi must have torn me off at the last minute so the flames couldn't consume me. Thanks to that, part of me had been left intact. Even with the charred torso, there was a chance of me being brought back. Darumi must have realized the possibility and made the ruby tear to help make it a reality. But that wasn't all. This wasn't only about her wanting me to survive. Deep down, I think she wanted to end the way it did. She said all that to make sure I'd be the one to finish her off, huh? One of the legends said what would happen to Red Sam Hopes. And we were still none the wiser about it now. Darumi had no idea just how dangerous she might become. Maybe that's why she thought it was better for her to die before it was too late. But then, what about the way she's been acting? Before, Darumi had pretended to be morbid and insensitive in front of everyone else. She only felt comfortable in being herself around me. Then she stopped showing me her more serious, more caring side, almost as if she was doubling down on the act. But what if that was just an act too? Has she just been playing the part of the inhumane creature Red Sam so I could kill her without remorse? I have no idea. And now I guess I never will. In her final moments, in spite of how much her body has changed, was there still a trace of the real Darumi in there? Or was I just grasping at straws to try and make sense of all of this? I didn't have a definitive answer, or any way of getting one. How could I possibly know how Darumi felt, or why she did the way she did, what she did? I found myself reminded of something she once told me once. I got reminded of something she told me once. Do you know how other people feel, Takumi? Huh? Because I don't. No one ever seems to understand me, and I don't get what's going in their heads either. No one ever knows how anyone is feeling, really. I guess that's what's important. It's how I choose to remember her. Are you sure you're alright, Takumi? You've been mumbling to yourself for a while now. Oh yeah, it's nothing. Come on, we better get going. What was Darumi at the very end? Was she still a person, or has she really become a monster? If the only thing I could do now is believe in her, then I already have my answer right there. I'll never forget you, Darumi. I'll keep you in the heart for as long as I live. I promise. Pretty sure she got taken over, but like the main personality was still Darumi. Red Sam route. How Darumi felt. Nice. 50 endings. Oh, we're going back a lot. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. The way it is. Let's go. Red Sam doesn't have a consciousness, so Red Sam will have to absorb someone first. However, revive Red Sam just the way it is. Oh, are you so sure about this? Legends talk about Red Sam creating the ruby tear, not human hosts. And we have other legends about the creature to tell us what to expect. With this method, we'd have a much better idea of the risks and the rewards involved. Bringing it back inside someone would be too risky. There's no telling what would happen. Fine, we could keep it like a pet. This will be so cool. I always wanted an animal critter friend of ours to be our own. I can play with it, teach it funny tricks, and train it to be an accomplice in locked room murders. You should probably just ignore her. Anyways, that's my decision. Will you give us Red Sam now? Very well. Here, take this. Inside this is the world's last red sum. You only need to remove it from the bag to break its seal. With the seal broken, it will live again. It's in here. Awesome, let's head home. Thank you for your help, old timer. I'm the one who should be thanking you. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my shoulders. I pray this choice will lead you and the world to salvation. I pray that most sincerely. Why do I feel so uneasy all of a sudden? What's up, Takumi? Why do you go quiet? Oh, have you been thinking about having your way in with me here? I've seen enough with me finally stoked your desire to be to a burning point. Knocked off. It's nothing. Hey, let's just go. Okie dokie, let's open up. Come on, little fella. Smile for your uncle. Hey, maybe we should rethink it. I mean, once we open, there's no telling. A real man never goes back on his road. A real man never goes back on his word. Whoa. The moment Darumi opened the bag, a small dark form shot out and scampered to one corner of the room. That's the red sum? No, it's so small and cute. I love small cute things. Hey, is it just me or does this guy look friendly to you? Yeah, it's definitely acting a little cagey. If anything gets away, we'll be in big trouble. How do I bring the situation under control? I need to make a choice here. I guess I should. God fucking damn it. I don't actually know the answer to this one. If this goes straight into a bad ending, I'm ending the stream. We can't let it get out of this room. We have to catch it before it gets away. Sounds good, I'm in. But before we could take another step forward, Red Sun made its move. What? It launched itself at me with the force of a miniature cannonball. I had no time to brace myself or get out of the way. And then everything went black as my consciousness began to fade. I found myself thinking of the way the old man had looked the last time I saw him. Did he know this would happen if he gave Red Sun to us? When he said we could handle it, had it all been one big lie? Takumi, wake up. That voice, Suddenly, I was wide awake again. What happened to me? Last I remember was my head felt like it was going to split open. That pain brought it all back. Red Sun had helmeted me and knocked me out. Takumi, we're in big trouble now. Takumi came back into her room. Her face is pale, even underneath her makeup. Something had gone terribly wrong. What's the matter? What's Red Sun? It knocked me out right after I got you. I only just woke up myself, and when I looked outside to see what's going on, I saw there's something out there. It's going to be Red Sun, but huge. What is that thing? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? That thing roaring is what woke me up. I stepped out of the roof, and when I saw it was just there. Where's everyone? Where's Surrey? I don't know. I just kept calling to all of them, but there's no one to reply except... Huh? That thing is Red Sun, isn't it? I mean, it has to be. You think it ate the others? Is that how it grew too big? If it is, it all happened because of us. It's all our fault, isn't it? I don't know. I had no idea of how much time had passed since we released Red Sun. One thing was clear, though. The nightmare unfolding before me was no mere dream. It was really happening. This is cold, hard reality. Apart from the one fact, I was totally in the dark. Kyoho. Darumi? It's hopeless. We're all done for now, Takumi. This is what you get for hanging out with a hopeless case like me. I'm always coming up with bad endings and seeing how cool they'd be. Looks like someone finally granted my wish. I never really meant any of that, but it came true anyways. The gods really sure have a sixth sense of humor. Suddenly I understood with perfect clarity. Darumi and I were really doomed. It wouldn't be long before Red Sun attacked and consumed us as well. Had left us until the last just to make us suffer because we were the ones who released it? Maybe, maybe not. Who knew what was going on in the mind of a bizarre creature like that? The fact remains, I messed up. I made the wrong choice and it cost us dearly. My friends were dead and Darumi and I would be next. Hey Takumi, the monster's going to eat us anyways, so would you kill me first? It's my fault. Bad stuff always happens when I'm around. Tell me you blame me for all of this. That is what I deserve. Then I'll be able to pass on without any lingering regrets. Killed by the first person I really liked. I don't think my soul would ever want to come back after that. She was wrong. This all happened because of me. The choices I made were the ones that led us to this disastrous conclusion. Darumi hadn't done anything wrong. There's no doubt in my mind that this is my fault, not hers. And so, I did the only thing I could atone for what I've done. I granted her last request. This is all your fault. That's fucked up. Red Sun's route. It's all your fault. Calm it down. Maybe it's like a cat or a dog. We should try to calm it down. Right. We're keeping it as a pet. May as well treat it like one. Here, Whittle, let some. Don't be scared. We're your mommy and daddy. I didn't mean it like that. How about we give it some food? Maybe then it'll start to like us. The old man said it could eat anything. Maybe you could start with the notebooks I've written all my embarrassing secrets in. Why do you have something like that lying around? Just be careful. We don't want it biting the hand that feeds it. You're worrying too much. What's the little bean going to do? Nibble my fingers? Totally unconcerned, extended her notebook towards Retsum. The very next moment. Huh? Darumi, get away from it. No way. This can't be happening. The top part of Darumi's body vanished like it had been suddenly plucked away, which it had. Retsum had torn off her torso and eaten it. After eating it for the first time in centuries, the creature began to grow. In the first few seconds, it was already much bigger than it had been before. Several times longer now, Retsum turned towards me and our eyes met. To show the truth, I didn't know if the thing had eyes, but at that moment, I felt sure that it was looking at me. There were some other things I was sure of too. First, without a shadow of a doubt, I had made the wrong choice. And second, there was no way in hell I was going to survive this encounter. Retsum route. Too late for regrets. Complete all Retsum routes. Achievement unlocked. Oh, we're on the other side now. Before Edo's decision, let him live or let him die. You decide. Should have chose to kill him to begin with. That's right, just like the Undying Flames boys said, I came back so I could change the future. If I let Edo live, history might repeat itself. If I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear. I intend his life here and now. This is the end. Extermination complete. Suddenly I found myself walking to my room. It was almost like I was running from something. I finally made it to the rooftop when I saw them there, as if they'd been waiting for me. What's wrong? What's going on with you, Sumino? Why would you leave the gym without saying anything? Maybe you didn't want to see Atsuki looking like that? You have nothing to worry about, Sumino. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. You're trying to destroy me, your commanding officer. That's all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity. You're our savior, the hero who saved mankind. So don't have a single thing you need. You don't have a single thing you need to regret. I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path, or perhaps I should say he's straight off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. It may be true that Edo committed the most crimes in the future you know, Takumi, but he hadn't done anything wrong here and now, had he? You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change, I believe so at least, but you didn't give him the chance. That doesn't sound like the right thing to do to me. Shut up. Do you think I don't know that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat. I clenched my fist and practically barked my refutal at the ghost boy before running off to my room. It was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into a corner and wrapped my arms around my legs. Knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I repeated this to myself over and over again. You're our savior, the hero who saved mankind, so don't have a single thing you need to regret. Yeah, that's right, exactly. But why can't I stop thinking about what he said after? You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People could change, I believe so at least, but you didn't give him the chance. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I covered my ears and squeezed my eyes tight. Was there really no more decisions before this? Oh, I completely skipped that branch. My eyes flew open. I was too scared just so much to blink. I only focused on my breathing, the only sound in my room, and spent the night curled in a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time. I think this just goes into a bad end. So let's play it out for a bit at least. Takumi, what the hell, man? Why did you, Ado, Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They were all staring at me suspiciously. We all saw the body in the gym, and then Suri showed up. Right, I explained what happened to everyone. I told them that you came back from the future. I told them Ada was abnormal and that you tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything, but they seemed reluctant to believe me. Obviously, you tell me you came back from the future, and you think any of us are dumb enough to be like, oh, well, if you say so. Yeah, none of us are that stupid. A useless single-celled organism like me might be permitted to speak up. Are you sure Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion? At the very least, there's no way he can prove that he's not. That would mean Mr. Sumino got caught up in the delusion and ended up murdering someone. That'd make him the normal one around here. Kako's words weighed heavily on me, but it wasn't true. I'm not sure if I made the right choice last night. I still don't have the confidence in my decision, and even though I already made it. But what I experienced last night really happened. There's no way it was just a delusion. I need them to understand that, if nothing else. It's a long story, but... Word, death, cryptoglobin, the Exodus project, the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of Dundyne flames in his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of the second to last defense academy and the other 5 other fighters there under the command of Nigo. The only thing I left out was what I learned from Nozomi, the secrets she shared that first time that were between her and me. It was night by the time I was done talking, but still, the doubt in their face never left. I knew why too. It's because I killed Ado. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse, like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale. I see, I think I understand. It doesn't look that way to me. Simply understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story. Talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here? Right, it's too late now. What do we do with Ada's body? It's still lying there in the gym. Shall we bury him? Wait, it'd be so pitiful to bury him when he looks like burnt pretzel sticks. I wish we could do something about that. Like what? Restore his body for how it used to be, perhaps? Is that even possible? Obviously I can't do it, but maybe Suri? Oh well, I mean, it's not like I can't do it, but that's a super secret technique written at the very end of the super secret commanding officer manual. So how in the world did you know about it, Shizuhara? Just a guess. I guess? But why would you do that? I told you it's a pity. We don't know whether he was a traitor or not. A body deserves dignity, no matter what sins the person may have committed in life. Isn't it only natural to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be? No one objected to her suggestion. Suri reluctantly agreed. He must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it when it was only our 3rd day here. And so we transported Ado's body to a classroom on the 2nd floor. It's so cold. What is this room? It's a morgue. A morgue? What happened? I don't remember that from last time. You never used it? Well, in a way, that's a good thing. This is where we store bodies where causes of death are unknown. Say one of you guys got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle. A bioweapon? Or nanomachine? Something like that. In that case, we need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. We need a place to store bodies in a situation like that. That's why we have this room. The temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing. Everyone hunched their shoulders against the cold as they looked around the room. The breath steamed in there. Well then, time to get started on restoring the body. Would you mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning. Alright, one last thing. You all were about to leave when Suri stopped us. I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Sumino as the Special Defense Unit's team leader. You saved me, Sumino, and you know the future. Plus, you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make a great leader. What kind of reason is that? I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from your commanding officer. Disobey and you'll be court-martialed. You're to do as Sumino says starting tomorrow. Got it? We returned to the roof. Everyone's faces were even more gloomy, having seen Ado's body up close. They all vanished inside their rooms without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. The artificial satellite hung in the sky, lit with countless mechanical lights. It fell further away from the last time I saw it. Just then, I heard a pop inside my head. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious. And now we have Ado mind controlling us. In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there and said someone else had gotten there before me. Hiruko. Good morning. Did you eat breakfast? No, not yet. I'm not hungry. I could go for maybe a frog, though. A frog? Oh, forget that. Why are you here? The moment's silence, Hiruko answered. Probably for the same reason you are. I wanted to see the results of the restoration. Sir's not here. Does that mean he's done? Only one way to find out. Hiruko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled back the sheet covering Ado's body. Looking at it, done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore. I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he's done to us last time. But I felt some guilt about bringing him back in such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotions within me eased a little. It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to keep him so pristine. Why don't we just leave him like this for a little longer? Yuriko covered him with the sheet once again. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. There you guys are. We found something messed up. Come look. Messed up? Just hurry. You'll see for yourself. Yuriko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside on our arrival. Leave the school now or I'll kill you. What is this? Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard. I looked at the message. Leave the school now or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it. I finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school when I found this. Then he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it. We all came running to see for ourselves, but who would pull such a dumb prank like this? Prank. I said, who would take this shit seriously? It looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it. I believe it though. It's way more interesting that way. I smell a killing game in there. Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language on top of that. I doubt it could have been one of them. What if it was Ado? Huh? Maybe the restoration brought him back like a zombie. I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. Besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing. So that would mean the person behind this threat is in the room with us just now. Everyone's glancing around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking, their eyes filled with distrust and unease. Wait, but hold on. There's another person that could be right. That's right, Surrey. I wouldn't put it past him. But why would he write a threatening message like this? We can figure it out later. For now, we need to find him. And so the hunt began for Surrey. We found him seconds later. It turns out he was very close. No, Surrey. What the hell? You're kidding. Why? What could this happen to him? Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock had went far beyond their own. After all, I'd seen this scene before. The last time I went through all this. Back then, Ado was responsible for it, but Ado didn't exist in this world any longer. I killed him myself 2 days earlier. And yet the same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Ado in the first place was to prevent this, so how? Why? We returned to our classroom in a daze. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downwards, their expressions grave. Finally, Gaku broke the silence. Takamaru, do you think this is all a prank still? But if this isn't a prank, it's just not fair. They didn't even give us a chance to leave. Maybe it means kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message. Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that the server was destroyed before we woke up. Someone would have noticed otherwise. That means before Gaku found the message. One of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened. How utterly unreasonable. In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosion, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they'll announce that they're going to carry out another crime. Doremi had a point. It was possible that the culprit did this to Surrey to show they were serious. In that case, we'd be fine as long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest option. But there was no guarantee that the person who wrote this message was the same person who destroyed Surrey. It wasn't out of the question that the message was just a prank. But even if it was, we'd still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed Surrey still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we will listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school or do we ignore it and stay? It's all up to me to decide. I'll go a bit longer because it's a bit interesting. But this is just Ado taking over the body. If I say yes, we go on to the opposite route. Hey guys, listen, we can't listen to the message. Why? Then we could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected. Didn't you say you came back from the future? That means you should know exactly when the main attack, right? So when's the next attack? Next one is 3 days from now on day 7. Then what's the big deal with leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right? We'll technically be complying with what the message is, and the culprit wouldn't see a need to follow through with their threat. The next attack being 3 days away is from what I remember from last time. But there's no guarantee the enemy would act the same way, because you may have changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say? I nodded. It's another thing to consider. Can we really trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? There's talk about someone who did something that vicious to Surrey before we even saw the message. There's no way a person like that's going to keep their word, ergo this has to be a trap. I've got no clue who they could be. The only thing we can figure out is that they're an invader tried to nap the baby in the defense room while we're gone. You just said you thought it was a prank. Shut up, things are different now that Surrey's been wrecked. I personally think we should just ignore the message. They'll launch the culprit into slaughter mode, right? Now that's the kind of show I'd pay through the nose to watch. My sad excuse of an existence will surely be the first to be eliminated. Oh, I'm all for the idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria has more worth than an atomized speck of fractional dust like me. So if we were to Take a head count. There are 6 of us who want to stay. Takumi, Takamaru, Darumi, Shoma, and the Sukumu twins. If we're going by majority vote, those who want to remain have already won, right? Seriously, are you all out of your mind? Nothing stopping you from going out there yourself. Outside the wall of fire? I dare say that's what the culprit is really aiming for. Once they manage to isolate someone, the real fun begins. Gaku started shaking like a leaf. Fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And then we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy. No one knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided that everyone will move together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached. I guess the announcements must be pre-recorded, right? Story told me about them earlier. Nothing happened, and then whoever wrote that message was just bluffing. Can we make up your mind? Do you want us to take the messages seriously or not? Right. Now, no. The situation's changed, so I'm going to go back to my room to hit the sack. Oh, didn't you just willingly trigger your own death flag? I ain't got the time for this. We ain't in some freaking game or movie. But there's no denying that the person who destroyed Surrey is still around. Yes, hiding somewhere in the school. Or, it's also possible that they're hiding among us. Among us. Everyone abruptly stopped what they were doing after Hiroko's statement. We all glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously. I see how it is. Safer for all of us just to sleep in our own rooms then. Well, at least that room's locked, so we don't need to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep. Hiroko was only mentioning that as a possibility. I refuse to believe that the culprit could be one of us. Let's not start suspecting each other. We'd be playing directly into the culprit's hands. Told you they were just bluffing with the message. Whoever's behind it probably gets a kick out of seeing us run around like headless chickens after all. Told that to Surrey's mangled remains. Surrey was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contraption is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person. Are you trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human? I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyways, I'm heading back to my room. Let's see what tomorrow morning brings. As long as we're together, no one should hurt us. They held hands and left the cafeteria together. Good night, everyone. Sorry, my body was so poorly formed, I can't fall asleep without a bed. Tsubasa and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it may have occurred to me they probably had their suspicions. Hiroko, Gaku, and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria. What? This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together? Everyone's already gone, though, except for the 3 of us. If the 2 of you are working together, I'd probably be assaulted tonight. Are you inviting us too? Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter. Right. On the other hand, I'd be the one in hot soup if you 2 are the ones behind this. We're not, but I have no way of proving that. I guess all we could do is go back to our rooms to rest. Indeed, casting aspirations at each other won't help us sleep any better. Fine, I'll go too, but only because there's no other choice. And so we all went back to our rooms and to turn in for the night. I tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me. Who wrote that message and destroyed Surrey? If the culprit really is one of us, no, there's no way. That means the culprit's still hiding somewhere in the school. They couldn't have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Surrey and writing that message. Hang on, are we sure the person who wrote the message and the person who destroyed Surrey are the one and the same? We should automatically assume so, but there's no indication if they are. If it really wasn't the same person, then we're actually against 2 different people. How did things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. Midnight was just around the corner, soon to be day 5. It's 12:55 a.m. It hasn't been an hour since the new day began. A visitor at this time. Realizing it might be the culprit, I was unnerved. Until I realized this would give me a great chance to capture them. It could be very well for someone asking for my help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. Let's do this. Gathering my wits, I opened the room door cautiously. I looked around before stepping out. There was no one to be seen anywhere. Was it just a prank or a hallucination? Just as I turned around to go back to my room, a sharp pain exploded at the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. Oh, it's Ado doing fucking tricks and knocking him out and killing everyone. Up and out the troops have rise and shine. Get ready for your 5th day of active service here. When I came to, I realized I was on my bed even though I had lost consciousness outside my room last night. Was that just a dream? Was I half asleep? I touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside last night. Someone jumped on me from above. They'd probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched or kicked me. I'm not sure which, on the back of my head. But who and why? Was it the person who wrote the message and destroyed Surrey? In that case, why am I still alive? And they even went out of their way to move me back to my bed. Just then, The door slammed violently as Tsubasa ran inside. Tsukumi, Gaku's what happened? Just got to go to the classroom on the first floor quickly. The same room we found the message in. I'll let the others know. I ran out of the stairs so quickly I thought I might trip and fall. Getting to the classroom was the only thing in my mind. Then the classroom came into view. I dashed inside and what greeted me was... What is this? I could hear the others entering the classroom behind me. No. What the hell? Mr. Maruko. Why? Gaku, cut it out. This isn't funny at all. Open your eyes, man. Wake up. I said, wake up, Gaku. Jeremy kept shaking Gaku's shoulders. He didn't respond. So she started shaking him harder. Kiriko slowly put her arms around Harumi and gently pulled her away. Hey, why don't we just use the Revival-matic? Right, if we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can. It won't work. The Revival-matic can only revive a person who only just died. That's what it says in the manual. You define just. It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours. 3 hours? You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed. Besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revival-matic works. You'd have to have cryptoglobin in your body. But we couldn't just give up without doing anything. We moved Gaku's body to the infirmary and put him inside a corpse recovery drone and placed him inside the Revival-matic. However, unfortunately, Kako was right. The Revival-matic analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked through the information together. Cause of death? Hemorrhagic shock. Estimated time of death? Day 5, between 1 and 4 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on chest and abdomen. Murder weapon is likely a sharp blade around a foot long. Too much time had passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive. Doesn't seem something off to you guys? Why did the corpse recovery drone do its job earlier? You're right. If the drone had flown over to collect Gaku's body the moment he died, this wouldn't have happened. Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. She went back to the analysis monitor. After failing with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock. The drone itself is working correctly, but someone has overridden the program that controls it. What? The code is too difficult to hack even for me now. There's no way we can restore the original programming now. The new settings say that the drone doesn't activate if an STU member dies outside of a defensive battle. You can't be serious. Who would do such a thing? Do you even need to ask? It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku. Silence filled the air and nobody spoke for a while. Then Takamaru mumbled something. Shit, this is all my fault. I kept insisting the culprit was bluffing. Gaku wouldn't have died if I believed him. I don't know about that. The same thing might have happened even if we all slept together in the cafeteria last night. Or maybe things might have been worse. What do you mean? I'll explain later. I guess you were supposed to play this route before the other route. Since that kind of just went all in on Ado taking over your body. In this route, it's supposed to be more of a mystery. We angrily and viciously scrubbed the message with solvents until it disappeared. Tsubasa and Shoma crying as they worked. Before we knew it, the sun had already set and we were surrounded by darkness. Then we started on our next task, transporting Gaku's body from the infirmary to the morgue. Hey, why are we moving his body here? Should we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is a silent witness who never tells lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues. That reminds me, you mentioned that you were trying to become a detective in my previous timeline. Then Ima said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something. I said that? Yes, now do you believe I've traveled back in time? Or, I'm not sure. That's not a particularly convincing evidence. Am I right to assume you're interested in helping out with the investigation, Kaku? Yes, then share your observations with us, great detective. Who is the most likely suspect in your eyes? Wait, I need to figure this out step by step. First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to the classroom on the first floor. I tried to see if we'd missed any clues that could have pointed us to the identity of the person who wrote the message. Then I found Gaku on the floor like that. The question is, why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. If killing him was the objective, they could have aimed for the heart. The number of stab wounds indicates some sort of personal grudge. It feels more like anger than a grudge to me. The killer is the same person who wrote the message, right? He got angry because we didn't follow their instructions. Or the fellas just tried to make an example out of someone, thinking they could strike fear in our hearts by killing someone in the most visceral way possible. I think their objective was even simpler than that. They tell? To bleed as much cryptoglobin out of their bodies so that we couldn't possibly revive Gaku even if we found his body right away. That means the killer is very familiar with the Special Defense Unit members and how our bodies work. In short, there's a high probability that the killer is one of us. Everyone fell silent at that, but nobody seemed as shaken up as they were yesterday, as if they had already come to this conclusion deep inside. That's why back in the infirmary I said things would have been worse if we all slept together in the cafeteria. Because the killer would have assassinated everyone in their sleep, yes, after drugging us with sleep medicine or something. That's unthinkable, it's not possible. One of us here is the killer? The alarm didn't sound, that means no one breached the defenses. Oh, and before you bring it up, no, Ado couldn't have done it either, because... She walked over to the dead body, stood in front of it, and promptly pulled out the sheet that's covering it. See, he's not breathing, has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Edo to be the killer unless he somehow turned into a zombie. That's also possible. Everyone saw what Gaku's estimated time of death was on the revival-matic. I think it was between 1 and 4 a.m. last night. I'm going to have to ask each and every one of you what you were doing at that time. Everyone said they were sleeping on their own rooms other than Ima. I was sleeping in my dear sister's room, which means my dear sister and I have valid alibis. The testament of a sibling is unreliable. I expected you to say that. Wait, so none of us have proper alibis. Hang on, no one asked Takumi where he's been yet. Alright, what about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer's probably going to be the same. I was hesitated for a moment. Telling the truth would make me seem questionable. But if it ever came into light that I lied at this time, I definitely looked suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what happened to me last night at around 1 a.m. Say what? Someone came out of nowhere and knocked you out? And then you woke up to the sound of the morning announcement in your bed? Yes, more or less. The person who knocked me out had to be the killer. Why only tell us about this now? I couldn't find a good time to bring it up. Really? But so much time has passed since we found Gaku's body. Everyone looked at me with suspicion in their eyes, caused my heartbeat to be faster. I'm telling the truth, please believe me. You say that, but a time traveling thing has to be a big fat lie. You killed Edo for some reason and made up that tall tale in order to justify your actions. No, I would actually explain why Sura was destroyed too. Sura was the only one present when Edo was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth. When Sura tried to blackmail Takumi using the incident, Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him. Why did I do that? And what about the message? I was the first one to propose we stay in the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku. Absolutely no reason at all. You're coming apart at the seams. Nobody said anything about Yukio and Mr. Maruko. You were all looking at me as if you thought I was the killer. I spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others, but there was nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Takamaru, Darumi, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins were especially unwilling to give me any benefit of the doubt. Well then, Sister Dearest, let's fall asleep under the same roof again tonight. Just like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust the most is the best way to deal with this. Takamaru, would you please allow this worm to burrow into your room tonight? What are you saying? You're the person I trust most. Or are you afraid that I might actually be the killer? Don't be stupid, idiot. I just kill you right back. That means I'm saying Mistress Hiroko's room tonight. You can kill me anytime you please, my mistress. Sorry, but you're on your own. But why? You may end up killing me for all I know. Besides, I've already been reserved for someone else. Someone else? Hiroko's staying with me tonight. No. Your only option left is Takumi. Absolutely not. I'm not going to throw myself into the arms of a serial killer. I have standards on who gets to kill me, you know? Everyone retired to their chosen rooms after deciding on sleeping arrangements. I trudged my way back to my own room as well. I just returned to my room when the doorbell rang. The door opened and walked. Hiroko Tsubasa, what's the matter? Just to be clear, that doesn't mean we trust you or anything. Well, you came all the way here to tell me that? Let me finish. We don't trust you, but we don't see any reason to be completely suspicious of you either, unlike the other 5. Okay, that's nice to hear, and if what you've been saying is true, there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days' time on day 7, right? According to what I've lived through, yes. When that happens, I intend to fight, but it's unlikely the other 5 will be willing to follow you. So you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight, even Takamaru and Darumi, who fought on day 1. Tsubasa's trying to say that she's willing to lend you a hand. I can't just sit back and watch you and Hiroku fight the invaders by yourself. Besides, it's game over for us if we lose. The combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough, which means I'm thinking of calling in reinforcements. From where? You once mentioned the second to last defense academy that's been protected by 5 special defense unit members, right? Oh, I get it. You want to bring them here. Okay, I just got some more water. I'm a thirsty boy. I've been pushing it to the back of my mind because I thought we still had time. Not that we had any spare time to be thinking about going there at all. It didn't make sense to go over there as soon as possible, so I agreed to Hiroko's and Tsubasa's plan. They both coming with me? Of course. Then we set off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. 6 a.m.? The campus is quite a distance from here, isn't it? Yeah. We should stay alert. We should start early then. We also have to ensure that we can make it back before the enemy attack on day 7. We'll be taking our leave now. We'll go tell the others about this. Thank you. It was really a good idea to leave 5 people behind in an academy with a serial killer on the loose. That said, I really did want to reach the second campus before Moko got killed on day 10. Since we needed reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It wouldn't make sense for all of us to go anyways, and leaving just 2 or 3 people to protect the school alone wouldn't do any better. In fact, it would only be worse because that would make them easier targets for the killer. I concluded that the safest thing to do was to be there with Hiroko and Tsubasa. I hope that we can meet the team from 2nd Academy tomorrow. Kiyoshika, Moko, Kurura, Yugumu, and Nozomi. The possibility of seeing them again did nothing to loosen the tightest knot in my stomach. After all, a friend had just been violently murdered today. I couldn't get the sight of Gaku's mangled body out of my mind. Although it's weird, We absorb his hemo anima. Why don't we get his trait too? If Ado really is in Takumi's body. At 6 a.m., I went to the entrance hall where Hiruko and Tsubasa were waiting for me. You were 10 seconds late. 10 seconds. A split second of distraction will prove fatal in battle. You will do well to remember that today. Yes, ma'am. I mindlessly responded to Hiruko while looking around. I didn't see anyone else. They're not going to see us off, huh? I mean, they believe you're a killer, you know? Nothing I could do about that. How did you break the news to them? I just told them plainly. I said we needed to bring in a second team to increase our combat power. And then they didn't criticize you for daring to follow a serial killer there? They sure did, which is why I asked them nicely if they'd rather we left the serial killer behind with them. Suddenly, letting the three of us just go became the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. We could chat later. Let's be on our way. Nothing for me to do in the schoolyard. Look over there. That looks like a shortcut. Let's go check it out. Skip the mission. We finally arrived, so this is the place. Second to last Defense Academy. As we got closer, I saw her. Nozomi, my pulse started racing. My breath got heavier. I felt an uncontrollable burning in my chest. Nozomi was alive. She was alive and right here in front of me. Without thinking, I almost reached to touch her, but I fought the impulse and pulled it back. Huh? Who are you guys? Words simply failed me. While I was still busy being incoherent, Nigo and the others showed up as well. Are you perhaps from Last Defense Academy? How did you know that? Your class armor. Is there something you guys needed? Yes, actually. About Ao, the threatening message, serious destruction, all of it. Even about Gaku's murder and me traveling back in time. I also shared everything that happened in 100 days that I previously gone through. What greeted me was silence. Nigo had stopped moving and had a dazed, distinct look in his eyes. Suri's destruction must have been too much for him. None of the others from Second Academy had anything to say either. They all stood frozen, mouths gaping in astonishment. Let's see. Thanks for the massive info dump. I guess I'm trying to process everything, but I more or less get what you're trying to say. The long and short of the matter is that Last Defense Academy is currently in quite a pickle. Am I right to say that? Yeah. And we have to go there right away. Since the place is just a decoy, there's no need for us to protect it anymore. The enemy will just be attacking that academy tomorrow, right? Then we must hasten our steps and get there by today. Thank you. We would greatly appreciate the backup. Nigo, is the school bus available? Hey, Nigo, can you hear me? Ah, yes, the bus is available. Great, we'll meet in the parking lot after everyone here gets ready. Takumi, Hiruko, and Tsubasa, you guys can go first. It's at... Don't worry, I know where it is. I'm packed and ready to go. Onwards to Last Defense Academy. We all started walking towards the bus, except for Nigo, who hadn't moved from his spot at all. As soon as we noticed, we stopped walking. Something wrong, Nigo? I cannot go. What? I've been ordered to guard Second to Last Defense Academy with my life, therefore I'm unable to abandon it. Ordered by who? Your superior officer, the one who got destroyed? No, this order came from the higher-ups on the artificial satellite. No. Can't you defy them somehow? We all tried to talk Nigo out of staying, but he refused to abandon his post. We have no choice but to leave him behind, but it's already night and we're running out of time. We have to go there now. I'll be fine, everyone. You see, there's no commanding officer at Last Defense Academy right now. If I open a dialogue with the higher-ups about it, they may reassign me there. Fine. Hurry up and do the dialogue thing with your superiors and come over as soon as you can, understand? We'll be waiting for you over there. Thank you. Be careful. And so we had to part ways with Nigo. After exchanging firm handshakes, we boarded the school bus. We decided to let Tsubasa drive as she had the most experience with vehicles, and then... Alright, let's go. She floored the accelerator and the bus peeled off. We made our way towards the base, Last Defense Academy. First of all, I'm grateful that you decided to come with us. Am I also right to assume that you believe what I said? What you said? About coming back from the future. It's too much of a coincidence to be made up. What's more, you possess knowledge about us that we have revealed to none but ourselves. We believe you only because it makes sense to, not because we want to. I believe you, Takumi. Sorry, thank you everyone. But you have no idea how this makes me, how glad this makes me, because no one in the other academy believes me at all. Including the two over there. The five of them turned to stare at Hiruko and Tsubasa. You don't believe him? Can't you see the pureness in his eyes? His very soul itself? They kept looking at Hiruko and Tsubasa in plain and undisguised disgust. The two eventually caved under the weight of their collective stares. Fine, I believe him. What? You do? I guess I should too then. Seriously, that's all it took? I held back from speaking my thoughts out loud. The reasoning didn't matter as long as they believed me. What's this? There are now more people than believe me than those who don't. It made me feel more at ease going through those terrible things yesterday. As the bus kept rumbling on, the pleasant swaying sensation made me feel so drowsy I almost fell asleep. Eventually, the sight of the wildfire slowly came into view through the windshield of the bus. Yo, Mistress Shiruko, I'm glad you're safe and sound. I was so sure the serial killer would be coming back by himself. Thank goodness you're both okay. What about me? By the way, are those guys with you? Nameless NPCs? Hello there, my name is Nozomi Kirifuji. I'm Oko Mojiro, the apocalyptic maiden of destruction. Kiyoshika and Magadori at your service. Bow your heads, peasants. I'm Kura Osuzuki, the great and powerful. And I'm Yugamu Omokage, teenage assassin, hopeless romantic, and all-around nice guy. They're all nameless NPCs. They're neither nameless nor NPCs. They're totally trying to assert themselves as the main characters. We should introduce ourselves too. That's alright, we've already heard all about you guys on the bus. Wait, that saves the blog time. What are we waiting for? It's time to play some games where losers have to get their nails ripped off for shits and giggles. Wow, that sounds like my kind of fun. I'm not playing. We have a battle coming up tomorrow. Now that the introductions are over, we should rest up until then. So you guys are really going to fight together with us? You know, it is the very reason we have come here. But why would you help us? Why do you even need to ask? It's all because we have the same ultimate goal in mind. Ultimate goal? From here on, we just have to protect the baby and the defense room until day 100, right? Then the missiles he's been charging up will be launched in all directions. All the invaders will be wiped out, and that's the end of world death. But right before we shoot off in the escape pod to join back with the rest of humanity on the artificial satellite. Or so we have heard from Sir Takumi. I see no reason to say no. If we make it through these 100 days and everyone's stories end happily, we're with you all the way. What's the matter? They're just feeling awkward because they have no intention of joining us for tomorrow's defensive battle. Whereas you guys will be set into the battlefield as your substitutes, even though you're new here. Wait, why aren't you guys joining the fight? I already explained it here. They do not trust Takumi's leadership. Oh, that whole time traveling thing? That's just part of it. Gaku's murder played a bigger part right now. They think Takumi did it. Excuse me, Sir Takumi is the killer. No, of course I didn't do it. Sir Takumi has spoken. What is your responsible? We already discussed this thing to death, but there's no proof yet. Proof of what? Proof of Takumi's innocence. Apprehending the real perpetrator is the best way to settle this. I'll believe you if you can do that. We went back to our rooms soon after our meeting to rest and recharge for tomorrow's defensive battle. As I flopped down on my bed, I found myself whispering under my breath, the real perpetrator. That's right, I have to find and catch the real culprit. That's the only way I can regain the trust of those who have convinced him to help with the battles again. It was also the quickest way. Imo was absolutely right. And there was another good reason. I wanted to avenge Gaku. He'd never be able to rest in peace if I let the perpetrator get away. But how could I figure out who the real culprit was? Unless Gaku, I didn't have a detective bone in my body. I had a lot to think about. However, the trip to and from second to last defense academy depleted all my energy. I was solid by the options of sleep before I could even think about my options. Okay, I drank a lot of water. I'm going to use the bathroom again in a moment. Suffer and endure. Okay. I want to use the bathroom. They won't be joining the battle. Why would they show up? Go get them. 5 risk your lives for us. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna save and end the stream. It's been 2 hours. Thanks for watching.